My talk was on the confusion over some of the terminology we use. First of all, it really bothers me when they use pathogen on this approach for raw dog food, as if this is the problem with pet nutrition, as if dry pet food isn't laying out dozens of toddlers in the last 2 decades alone. Fresh pet food has never harmed a single child. And so I wanted to highlight that, but it led nicely on to the main point of the talk, which was if we really don't know what a pathogen is and a probiotic is up for debate, that's a prebiotic. What comes to mind? So plant fibres, what everybody thinks is the be all and end all when it comes to gut health, constipation, diarrhea, IBS, colon cancer, and I showed a number of slides showing that in every single case that is just not supported by the evidence. So that has just completely gazumped how we see food. You know, I'm not against using plant matter in the diet, but I think it definitely should be cooked a little, and we should give more credence to carnivore fibre, which is, you know, from collagen and keratin and elastin and all that stuff that's in meat. The harder to digest pieces of meat, that is, studies show, vital for our carnivores. My last point was that, you know, manufacturers, we need a bit more of this material in the raw food. It's a tough one for manufacturers because nobody wants to see bits and pieces of like a beak or some feather. It's like, or fur even. It's like, oh, this is dirt. And so it's like, well, you know, it happens to be a cheap part of the. So this is good news for the manufacturers. They can take a percentage or 2 points off their food costs, but it's immensely beneficial for health. So, I mean, 10% of little mammals are hide, you know, so how important is a chunk of that in the diet because they eat that stuff? And dogs eat whole prey. They probably wouldn't eat the whole rabbit. Would they eat the whole furry rabbit? Probably not. You often see bits of hide left over and a furry tail and an ear. But they're not particular about the rest of it, you know. So I think that stuff needs to be in cats too. They eat less, I would say. You've been sold an untruth about how important plant fibre is in our diet. I really don't think it is. I think meat fibre would be far more beneficial for us.